Well, it's your boy Indian Gooner in the house, back with another bang on episode, guys. If you have not checked out my Dortmund rebuild, just check it out and let me know. It's already on my second channel, already uploaded it, and the link of which is in the description of my second channel. Check it out, the first episode, rebuilding of Dortmund. So we could do that. I've just started something new on YouTube, FIFA rebuilds, and I think I'm falling in love with it. Well, moving on, not only this, we got some really exciting transfer news for you guys. Of course, we really have something really positive as well in a lot of aspects. Arsenal looking to replace Alex Lacazette, but what are the directions they're looking at the moment? Is it one, is it two, or is it in every direction they're looking at the moment? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, they've got two players lined up. And of course, Hector Bellerin is sure shot leaving Arsenal. If he is, Arsenal have a lifeline. What is it? Let me just tell you in a bit. So if you seek daily Arsenal content, consider subscribing. And of course, if you seek regular, unreal FIFA rebuilds, there's a second channel. You can always subscribe to that. Link description. Follow me on my socials and you could be a part of our IG Army Talks, wherein you get to be a part of our daily live show. So live show, not daily, I'm sorry. So with this, let's start the episode with none other than Martin Odegaard. So Real Madrid want Zinedine Zidane to continue next season. According to Real Madrid Zone have tweeted this out. So Zidane's got a contract until 2022 and the club wants him to stay. So it looks like it's pretty much clear. That definitely means that Martin Odegaard is leaving Real Madrid. I mean, come on. Everyone knows this. Zinedine Zidane, Martin Odegaard can't peacefully coexist in a single team because probably I think someone actually said Zinedine Zidane. You know what? Probably Zinedine Zidane watches Bruce Lee too much. He believes that the philosophy of his formation should be water, my friend. Just like how Bruce Lee would say, be water, my friends. Yes, something like that. So it's fluid. His midfield is fluid. Sometimes it's diamond, sometimes it's compact, sometimes it's like Casemiro, Cruz, and Modric. Yeah, that's what it is. So, yes, I don't think so. Odegaard has any role to play in Zinedine Zidane's system. Talking about roles to play, Juventus, according to a source, Juventus are willing to offer two players for Hector Bellerin. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this summer Juventus are expected to bolster their current thin squad with several new arrivals. A right back could be among the new players who will be making their landing in Turin next summer. Juan Cuadrado has been reverted to play in the role for the last two seasons, whilst Danilo is the only other natural player in this position. The Brazilian has been deployed in several other positions throughout the campaign. Therefore, a new right back would certainly be helpful for the Bayern Conakry, and they might have already decided on their prime target. Hector Bellerin had his ups and downs throughout his Arsenal career, but at just 25 years of age, his best days might be ahead of him. According to English news reports, via Tutto Juve could be willing to offer Gunners one of the two players in exchange for Hector Bellerin. The first player mentioned is Adrien Rabiot. The Frenchman is yet to showcase his full potential with the Italian champions, and he's been tipped to make a move to England, with Ancelotti's Everton known to be interested for his signature. However, the former Paris Saint-Germain star could be an ideal fit to the Premier League due to his frame and physical capabilities. The second player that is involved is Douglas Costa. I'm sorry, I just forgot. It's why the hell is Juan Cuadrado here? I am so sorry. Yeah, whatever. So second player that they're offering is Douglas Costa. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is funny story. It's Douglas Costa. So therefore, the Brazilian is currently on loan at Bayern Munich, but the European champions are unlikely to make his move permanent at the end of the season. Therefore, the winger is expected to be back in Turin in the summer, while Fabio Paratici and company will try to find a solution regarding Douglas Costa's future. So Douglas Costa is also another player that could be offered to Arsenal for Hector Bellerin. Let's see where that ends up. I don't know where that ends up, but that's what we are gonna talk at the moment. So moving on, let's talk about, of course, the one and only. Oh my God, what the hell? Anyways, so Adrien Silva. Why did I put Adrien Silva? According to CM.com, Arsenal are targeting Frankfurt striker Andre Silva. Why do I keep saying Adrien Silva? Damn it. Andre Silva as a replacement for Alex Lacazette. So CM.com believe that it's going to happen, that Arsenal are looking at none other than Andre Silva, and it could be an unreal. I mean, how on earth are we linked with Andre Silva at the moment? Moving on, so Ian Wright on Odegaard says he is beautiful on the ball. He's so efficient, and since we've started doing this 4-2-3-1, we've been so good. So, do you believe Andre Silva should be? He's actually in the form of his life with Eintracht Frankfurt. Do you think Andre Silva's deal should be done permanent, or rather Arsenal should try to get Andre Silva from Frankfurt? Let me know in the comments. Do you guys really believe in Andre Silva to Arsenal? Moving on. So, Stan Kroenke could force Mikel Arteta into transfer rethink because Arsenal have really lost a lot of money in terms of the transfer blunders. Yes. So, for instance, Arsenal's decision to sell Serge Gnabry was a big mistake. Emiliano Martinez, Oli Giroud, we all have seen that. But in amongst the errors the club has made in recent years, though there have been success stories, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Alex Lacazette, Kieran Tierney, super signings, but it is the player sales that have cost Arsenal so dearly in more recent times. Gnabry now is starting for Bayern. There is Lucas Fabianski, Wojciech Szczesny, who is now worth considerably more than they were valued at while leaving Emirates Stadium. There are lots of things. Well, with that in mind, data released by bettingodds.com has revealed that Arsenal, who sealed a return to winning ways in the Premier League on Sunday, have missed out on an additional £182.6 million worth in player sales since the beginning of 2016-2017 season. Now, that is because Arsenal have a solid 411.4 million worth of talent for just 228. They have actually sold that talent for just 228.8 million pounds, meaning they missed out on 200 million pounds of cash. In football hindsight, of course, there are lots of reasons why that happened. I mean, Gnabry, they sold him for 4.5 million. He's currently 63 million pounds. Well, yes, yep. So, yeah, that is a lot of money that Arsenal have actually lost in the moment. Will we redeem that? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. So moving on. So talking about Odsonne Edouard, there is a stamp of approval from the King of Emirates, or rather the King of Highbury himself. Thierry Henry agrees with Brendan Rodgers about Odsonne Edouard amid Arsenal transfer talks. Now Odsonne Edouard linked with Arsenal, Leicester, Aston Villa. A lot of clubs are wanting him at the moment. Leeds as well. So the forthcoming summer transfer window is already looking like it could be an intriguing one for Arsenal and their supporters. So it looks like, according to Transfer Window podcast, Arsenal have made an enquiry already. I already mentioned it previously. So there is somebody who actually reacted to it. So according to former Rangers striker Ali McCoist, Henry is a massive fan of Edouard's talent and believes he can go to right to the top. So McCoist spoke to TalkSport in 2019 about it. He said, I spoke to Thierry Henry at the Liverpool versus Leicester City game, and he really rates Edouard. He was saying in France in particular, he's rated, and he personally really thinks he's got a chance of going right to the top. So if Thierry Henry has got to say something positive about you, there you have it. Also speaking about Odsonne Edouard, Brendan Rodgers had this to say when they won 4-2 over Hibernian in October 2018. Rodgers said he's a top-class player. He's played out of position at times, so he's had to forfeit a little bit for the team. But if you look at his stats when he plays as a striker, he's a goal scorer. He's different to Leigh Griffiths and Moussa Dembele was for us, but he is a top talent. He could have had 3 or 4 goals today. So you can understand big people are actually rating him, so it's not bad for him at all. So moving on, so talking about Mikel Arteta, ladies and gentlemen, about the transfers in the summer. Mikel Arteta in his press conference said, we will see, we are planning what's going to happen in the summer. It will depend on where we finish, how we finish. I think we had in December is unprecedented. What we had in December, to do the amount of transactions we had to make, tells you where we are. I think it was very much needed, and you want to improve. You want to do that externally, acquiring players to go to the next level. Everything is planned, and let's see what the market can bring and what the last few months can bring to the club. And talking about if Balogun is distancing himself from the club, we saw Balogun deleting all his posts from his Instagram account. Arteta said, I wouldn't say so. I think I'm pretty positive about it. And every time I spoke to him, he mentions the same thing, that he's determined to stay here and he wants to stay here. So Balogun ain't leaving. Also, he says, Balogun has some really positive conversations with his agent as well. And Edu is in charge of that. He's been spending a lot of time and energy to make that deal happen because it's important to keep our talent in the house. We're doing everything we can to keep him. And talking about if he could join Barcelona one day, Mikel says, "Today and tomorrow I am the manager of Arsenal Football Club. I'm really enjoying it. I want to do much better than what we have done." And talking about if he and the club have started his contract negotiations, Arteta said no. We're in the middle of the season. We have a lot to play for, and at the moment it's not a priority. That's okay. I still have a contract here, and I'm happy here. I am happy here. I don't think that is something urgent. So let me know what you guys feel about Andre Silva. Would you accept Rabiot, Costa, and Andre Silva? Thank God, thank God. So with this, I end this episode. Let me know in the comments what you guys feel about it. I will see you in the next one. Until then, cheers, and don't forget to subscribe for daily Arsenal content.